Hello there, Tauntless Theater Troupe. Today, I am finally getting around to making a Gpose 3-point lighting tutorial for anyone that's interested in improving how they light their characters, or maybe even thinking about lighting in Gpose in a way that they may not have thought before. Now, I don't propose that anything that I say in this tutorial is the right way to do things. Rather, it's an approach that I've learned that's been really helpful for me, and I thought it might be cool to share it with you. So, let's get started. This is the portrait that we're working with today. In this image, the scene is only lit by the lovely blue light of the evening sky. So characters can be automatically lit in this game, and sometimes that can be useful, but more often than not, it results in character lighting that looks a little bit flat and unnatural for my tastes, and not to mention, it limits my control over a scene. So usually I turn this off by using this slider at the bottom of the controls. Gpose gives us 3 lights to work with, and they are very versatile, and any time spent learning how to use them is very useful. The first light that we're going to add is light number 1. It's called the key light, and the key light is the primary light that we use to light our subject. And when we turn it on, it looks like this. The light falls on the left side of our subject's face and creates a dramatic shadow on the right side of her face, and this is definitely a look. We could stop here and call it a day. When a key light is very dominant in a scene, and there are big differences between the light parts of a picture and the dark parts of a picture, it's described as high key, and it's definitely a style that you'll see in advertising and art all over the place. The next light that we're going to add is light number 2. It's called a fill light. The purpose of the fill light is to decrease the strength of shadows caused by the key light. I'd like to mention briefly that a big reason that playing with lighting is so important lies in the shadows. Shadows bring out detail and definition to a subject. Without shadows, a subject's face can look flat or one-dimensional. And if that's not the look that you're going for, then understanding 3-point lighting can serve you really, really well. Here you can see that not only am I playing with the shadows, I'm also experimenting with the color of the light. I've decided that I wanted to add a little bit of red or warmth to the subject's face to offset the blue of the ambient lighting of the environment. Next, we're going to add what's called a hair light, light number 3. The hair light is usually behind and above the subject to help separate the subject from the background and to bring color and detail to the subject's hair. Here you can see I'm going to play around a little bit with lighting and the color so that hopefully it'll highlight what the hair light does and how it can make your character really pop from in front of the scene and maybe add a little bit more dimension to the scene as a whole. You have noticed me playing with these save camera settings and save lighting settings, and this is something that they've recently added that is going to be really, really awesome because it allows you to take a look at what you're doing and make changes, and without being afraid that you're not going to be able to get back to them. So if you've done something and you really like it, you can save that setting and then play around with it, and if you're not exactly happy with what changes that you've made, you can go to that orange tab at the bottom and reload what you saved. Here I'm going to be going through the different settings so that you can see what the individual lights look like on their own. Just remember that light number 1 is the key light, light number 2 is the fill light, and light number 3 is the hair light. That's it for now, Tauntless, and I want to thank everyone for watching and listening to the content that I create. Thanks for being a fantastic community and awesome friends. I really don't know what I would do without all of you crazy, beautiful misfits. So until next time, this is Silka signing off.